Every night since her great adventure, Alya lit her little lantern and whispered to the stars before falling asleep. The stars twinkled back as if saying hello. But one evening, as the sunset turned gold and pink, something new happened. Her lantern began to hum. It wasn't a loud sound, more like a soft tune, almost like a lullaby coming from far away. Alya tilted her head and listened closely. "That's strange," she said. "Lanterns don't sing." Just then the silvery bird, the messenger of the moon, fluttered through her window again. "Alya," the bird said warmly, "the stars are safe now thanks to you. But the sky's melody is fading. Without it, the stars will stop dancing." Alya's eyes sparkled. "The sky's melody? It's the song that helps dreams travel through the night," said the bird. "Would you like to help once more?" Alya nodded eagerly. "Always." The bird spread its wings, and together they soared into the twilight sky. This time the world below shimmered brighter. Rivers of light, clouds glowing like cotton candy, and silver fish swimming through the stars. They followed the humming sound until they reached a floating island covered in bluebells that rang softly when the wind passed. "This is the Isle of Echoes," said the messenger. "It remembers every song ever sung under the stars, but the melody keeper is missing." Alya stepped carefully through the glowing flowers. "Who's the melody keeper?" "She's the one who teaches the stars to sing. Without her, the lullabies of the world fall silent." Alya's lantern flickered, glowing brighter with each step. The bluebells swayed and their music grew stronger, leading her toward a silver cave at the heart of the island. Inside, she found a tiny harp made of moonbeams resting on a crystal stone. Next to it sat a small, glowing fox, its tail curled around the strings. "Hello," said Alya softly. "Are you the melody keeper?" The fox opened its eyes, gentle, sleepy, and kind. "I used to be," it said, "but I've forgotten my song. I can't remember the melody of the sky." Alya thought for a moment. "Maybe I can help you remember. My lantern remembers light. Maybe it can remember music, too." She lifted her lantern close to the harp. The golden glow spread like warm honey, touching the strings. Slowly they began to hum, one note, then another. Then a soft melody filled the air. The fox's ears perked up. "That's it. That's the sound of the first dawn." Together they played, the fox strumming the harp, Alya holding the lantern high, and the messenger singing a silvery harmony. The whole island began to glow. The bluebells chimed like tiny bells, and even the stars above started to shimmer to the rhythm. "The melody is back," said Alya, laughing. The fox nodded happily. "You've brought music back to the night." The bird fluttered beside her. "But the melody needs a home to stay. It must live somewhere safe, somewhere warm." Alya thought of her room, of the quiet nights by her window, and the way her lantern always waited for her. "Then it can stay with me," she said softly. "I'll keep it safe." The fox smiled. "Then you'll be its new keeper." The harp glowed once more and turned into a tiny charm shaped like a musical note. It floated toward Alya and gently landed beside the handle of her lantern. "Thank you," said the fox. "Now the stars will never forget how to sing." As dawn began to rise, the messenger guided Alya home. "You've done it again, little dreamer," said the bird. "You've helped the night remember its song." Alya looked at the charm, which twinkled softly like a heartbeat. "I'll listen to it every night," she said, "so I don't forget either." When she returned to her cozy bed, her mother peeked in. "Still awake, my star?" Alya smiled sleepily, just listening to the sky. Her mother smiled and kissed her forehead. Then the sky must be smiling too. As Alya drifted into dreams, her lantern glowed softly, and a sweet tune filled the room. The melody of the sky, carried by a brave little heart who remembered the stars. And far above, the stars twinkled in rhythm, whispering, "Thank you, keeper of the melody."